Hi, good evening, everyone. Welcome to BYJU'S Exam Prep. So, CMAT is on 9th of April, as you already know. The dates are also announced. And to help you in your last leg of preparation for your revision of this examination, we have come up with this series, Last Lap to CMAT 2022. Okay, and starting today, going on till the first week of April, we shall have sessions on different subjects. Okay, we'll have sessions on general awareness, on quant, English, reasoning, innovation and entrepreneurship in this series. We are starting this series today, last lap to CMAT 2022. And for the next 1 month, we'll be holding sessions every day at evening 7 p.m. For you to help you in your last leg of preparation. Okay. So today we are starting with current affairs. So I'll be taking up some questions on current affairs. As we know that in most of the examinations, if you talk about the current affairs part, current affairs is generally of the last 5 6 months, right? So very rare that you can get questions beyond that. Also, it's not a fixed thing that you get only 6 months. You can get a question of some, let's say, some 10 months back also. But most of the questions, if you talk about, lie in that region, right? 5 6 months of current affairs. Um, let's say somewhere around August, September onward till February, most of the questions. There will be one or two questions, unlikely, that could go beyond that range. So it is good to put efforts for the last 6 months itself and not go like if you study current affairs regularly, you've been doing it throughout the year, then it won't be a problem. But some students just study for these examinations, they do not read GK otherwise. For that, I would recommend that covering for the last 6 months should be good enough, right? So you should be able to uh, do well in that. Okay, so this series we are going to start today, and that's the first session, and to take some questions on current affairs. And daily at 7 p.m. Starting today till in April, right? You will get the schedule also. In April, the first week, we shall have these sessions every day at 7 p.m. in the evening, right? So you can watch them on our YouTube channel and on our app, and subscribe to our channel to get the notifications of the same. All right, so let's start with today's session. Right, so we're going to have this quiz kind of thing. Okay, so here's the first question for the day. India's first long-range bomb developed by DRDO was tested by Indian Air Force in which state? Rajasthan, Odisha, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh. Now, defense is something which you must read about, especially Indian defense. If India tests some special missiles, or it could be space missions, right, or some military exercise held with different countries. So the last lap is for all sections. Today we are going to have a session on this thing here, current affairs. Tomorrow we'll have, I think, on I and E, right? Then we will have sessions on quant, reasoning, all sections. So India launched its so prior to this, India used to like have these long range bombs. India used to import from Israel and other countries, right? So in October last year, when DRDO developed this first long range bomb, and it was tested in Odisha. Right? There's a place called Balasore in Odisha where this was successfully tested. So now India has its own long range bombs. Earlier, India used to uh, buy from other countries. Now India owns its own. Okay, so it was in Balasore, Odisha. Okay, all right. Which of these companies acquired Exide Life Insurance in rupees 6687 crore deal? Exide Life Insurance. Must have heard of this company, life insurance. It was occupied for a very huge amount of 6,687 crore, right? So it's a big deal, a big deal, like almost $1 billion. Which of these companies acquired it? Now we talk about business related uh, things like mergers and acquisitions. These sort of news are often asked in the examination, right? If some big like this kind of acquisition happened, right? 60, like almost 7,000 crore, right? Tata getting Air India, right? That is a big deal. So do read about these. So it was acquired by. Okay, so all people answering different. Some saying A, B, C. No one saying D. Okay, so it was acquired by HDFC for 6,687 crore. Who was the winner of the International Booker Prize 2021? Awards and honors, another category that you must read. Now, see, the purpose of these sessions is we are not guaranteeing that you will get questions from this, right? But the thing is, you will understand that what kind of things one needs to prepare for. Okay, like what are the topics from which you get questions in the examination. Okay, so the right answer is the International Booker Prize won by David Diop, right? He is a French novelist, right? And his book is something blood is black at night or something like that. Like at night, blood is black. Like I remembered using some black, right? So he's a French novelist. So he won this uh, International Booker Prize for 2021. Okay. As per World's Best Employers Ranking 2021, released by Forbes, which firm topped the Indian firms under the ranking? So Forbes keeps releasing different rankings. So it had released a ranking for best employers of the world, right? And which of these companies was top in the Indian list? It of course none of them was in the top, even in the top 50, which was in the among the best in India. All night, all blood is black. Yes, that is correct. So in this case, like the right answer is Reliance Industries Limited, right? So if we talk about at the world level, at the global level, it was Samsung who stood first, and in India it was Reliance Industries, right? The rank was 52. Okay, Reliance was the first. Then HDFC, ICICI, these are also among top 100, right? One of them had, I think, ICICI had 65, HDFC in 70s and 90s. So these are among the top 100. So Reliance stood the best, 52 rank. HCL had somewhere 90s, and one was in 60s, one was in 70s, one was in 90s. So Reliance was the top employer. India will be hosting the G20 Summit for the first time. G20, you must have heard of this, right? Group of 20 nations. So when will India host this summit for the first time? And do read about that who was the recent host as well. Who was the host in 2021? Who was the host in 2021? Yes, Rome. Yes, Italy was the host. So India will host in 2023. Okay, so 2021 it was hosted by Italy, right? And 2022 the host will be Indonesia, and 2023 it will be India that will host for the first time. Right? India has never hosted G20 Summit. Okay, so that is India will host in 2020. What was India's rank in the 2021 Global Hunger Index? This was released recently, and India performed very bad in that. Right? Not a good sign for the country. Right? Global World Hunger Index. So it's like there were some countries, India's neighbors, which were better than India, like Pakistan and all also. So India was ranked at, okay, most of you saying 901, something 98 as well. So this time India's rank was 101 out of 116 countries, right? So 116 countries were surveyed, 100 countries were ahead of India. So not a good thing for us. Okay. So hunger is a big problem in the country. Okay, who is the Prime Minister of Ukraine? Now, why this might be considered as a current affairs is, see, do read about like who is the president, who is the prime minister, etc. Because like you know that war is going on in Ukraine, right? So they might not ask direct questions that uh, they might ask questions like currency, capital, okay, prime minister, president, etc. Who is the prime minister of Ukraine? Okay, so some are saying A, some are saying C, right? So it is the difference between so at least B and D, they were former prime ministers and presidents. So there's a difference between prime minister and president, right? So Ukraine also has a prime minister as well as a president. Okay, we know about our country. We should know about the countries that are in news recently. So he is the prime minister. Denis, he's the prime minister and he is the president. Okay, so like in India, president is the most powerful person of the country. So this Volodymyr Zelensky is the president. So you must have heard of this person's name in the news. It's Zelensky because he's the president. Uh, Prime Minister is nominated by the president, like we have in India. Okay, but India Prime Minister has more powers, but there you have this thing. Okay, so Denis Mihal is the Prime Minister of Ukraine. What is the name of the mission which NASA launched to study Jupiter's asteroids? So NASA recently launched a space mission to Jupiter. And so asteroids, you must have heard in science, like you must have read, asteroids are found in Mars and Jupiter, right? So which is the name of that mission? It was in news recently. Perseverance, Lucy, Voyager, Genesis. The name of that mission which NASA launched for asteroid, Jupiter's asteroid. So they keep launching different missions. This is specifically for getting all responses. A, B, C, D have answered all. The right answer is Lucy. Okay, this mission is called. Okay, let's see the next one. Who among the following received C.K. Prahalad Award for Business Sustainability Leadership 2021? C.K. Prahalad Award for Business Sustainability Leadership. Sundar Pichai, Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos, or Satya Nadella? Awards and honors. So who is he who received that? Is it Sundar Pichai, Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos, or Satya Nadella? Okay, people saying he, he Microsoft वाले को मिला. Yes, right. Microsoft, Satya Nadella is associated with. Right. So Satya Nadella is the right answer. Okay. Satya Nadella and people from Microsoft team. Some other people as well. Who among the following were honored with Satyajit Ray Lifetime Achievement Award 2021 during the 52nd International Film Festival of India held in Goa? So Satyajit Ray, I'm sure you must have heard of his famous director of India, right? It was his 100th birth anniversary in 2021. He was born in 1921. So this time this award was given Satyajit Ray Lifetime Achievement Award. This was given to two directors. Which are these two? So these people are Istvan Szabo and Martin Scorsese, right? So he's from Hungary and he's from US, and so both are directors. Okay, so since he was also a director, so this award was given to directors for their notable contributions to cinema, right? So remember these two names. Istvan Szabo, right? He's a Hungarian director and he's an American director, Martin Scorsese. So these were the two people. Name the Indian wrestler who won silver medal at the 2021 World Wrestling Championship. Sarita Moore, Divya Kakran, Sangeeta Fogart, or Anshu Malik. The World Wrestling Championship, right? There was one Indian wrestler who won the silver medal at it. Was she? Yes, the right answer is Anshu Malik. Right. So in the 57 kg weight category, she won the silver medal. Okay, so let us expect that she brings uh, an Olympic medal next time, because the biggest, although this is a wrestling championship, it's a world, it's sort of like World Cup kind of thing for that. But Olympics is somewhere where you get the most recognition, right? So there are people who keep winning medals in these championships, but very few people make it in the Olympics. Right? So she won the silver medal in the World Wrestling Championship. So obviously, India will have expectations from her in the Commonwealth Games as well. Okay, so something from entertainment, right? International rapper Kane Omari West has officially changed his name to what? Famous international rapper Kane West. He has changed his name to what? K Ye Ve Ken. People who follow such things might be knowing the answer. It's, so he's officially changed his names to A. Okay. Abdul Razak Gudna, who was awarded the 2021 Nobel Prize in Literature, was born in which country? So Abdul Razak Gudna, he was the Nobel laureate. Should know about the Nobel Prize winners as well. Where are they from, and in what field they won the Nobel Prize? Okay, so Abdul Razak Gurna, given Nobel Prize in Literature. He's currently lives in UK, but he was born in which country? Ethiopia, Tunisia, Tanzania, or Kenya? And for these Nobel Prize winners, go through their, I mean, the work also for what reason they got Nobel. In one of the examinations, I think in TISNET they asked, right? Why was the Nobel Prize in this thing given? One of the things they asked, right? So he's from Tanzania. I think Peace Prize or something was asked in one of the exams. So he's from Tanzania, and he was the Nobel Prize in Literature. Starlink satellite internet service belongs to which company? Starlink satellite internet service belongs to which company? Microsoft, Amazon, Google, or SpaceX? What of this Starlink, and why is it in current affairs? I mean, why can it be a part of current affairs? Okay, so all of you are answering it correctly, right? SpaceX by Elon Musk. Right. So you must have heard that during this war, Ukraine did not have access to internet. So all those like network was shut. So I mean, they tweeted to Elon Musk, and Elon Musk provided this. Right. So yes. So because of that reason, they might ask things related to it. So Starlink is, it's a satellite internet service, right, of SpaceX. So SpaceX is a company of Elon Musk. Which fictitious character is the official mascot of the centrally sponsored Namami Gange program? Now, as I said that these current affairs are not effort, right? I mean, these are just to like have your practice, right? So practice for your examination. You get to know that what kind of questions, what themes that you must read from. Yes, and if something strikes from this, is well and good. So Namami Gange program, the mascot was Chacha Chaudhary. Was in news. Okay. All right. So I hope you are enjoying the session, right? So let's see some more questions. Please do like the session. You enjoy it. Legendary singer Lata Mangeshkar, who passed away recently, was conferred with the National Order of the Legion of Honor, the highest civilian award of which country? So obituaries are right. Do read about these famous persons. Like for example, in test net they asked that Pandit Birju Maharaj belonged to which gharana of Kathak dance. Okay, so do read about like some uh, some big honors that these people received, right? Where were they born, or like if someone changed their name, what was their original name, kind of thing. So she was given National Order of Legion of Honor in 2007, right? By which country? She received Bharat Ratna also, Bharat Ratna in 2001. Bharat Ratna is the highest civilian award in India, and these Bharat Ratna holders, they hold a special rank in the order of precedence, 7A. Okay, that's why you must have seen that she was draped in the tricolor, right? So yeah, so Bharat Ratna, those people are given special precedence order. So she won this National Order of Legion of Honor by France. That's the highest civilian award of France. So she received this award in 2007 from the French government. Okay, not UK. Many of you are answering UK. No, it is of France. All right, let's see the next question. What is the amount allotted to Swachh Bharat Mission Urban SBMU 2.0 by the government of India? Swachh Bharat Mission. Now, CMAT is notorious for asking like figures in the examination. Last year, I remember they had asked like what was the increase in the height of Mount Everest. Then 1 year prior to that, they had asked that what is the length of longest railway bridge. So they might ask you amounts of different things. So Swachh Bharat Mission Urban, that is 2. The second version was launched by Government of India last year. What was the amount allotted to this mission? Swachh Bharat 1, do you think that it was successful? Any significant change of Swachh Bharat Mission 1 launched 2? Okay. So the amount allotted is 1.42 lakh crore. So it is actually like 1.1416 lakh. So 1,41,600 crores. India's first sports arbitration center was inaugurated in which city? Yeah, it was successful to some extent, right? We cannot deny that it was complete failure, but yes, uh, see, it is, see, government launches schemes. It is the duty of the citizens also to follow them, right? Yes, government is doing on their part. If we also contribute on our part, right? We always blame the government at times. Ki government ne kuch nahi kiya. They started something, but we ourselves have to develop those habits, right? Like we keep littering everywhere. So on our part also, we must. If citizens also think, have the sense of civil sense, then things improve, right? The first sports arbitration center, where was it inaugurated? See how many of you know the answer. Lucknow, Ahmedabad, Bhubaneswar, or Hyderabad? It was inaugurated in Ahmedabad, sports arbitration center. The COVID-19 vaccine Corbevax is developed by which company? Okay, so do read about these COVID-19 vaccines and all, right? Last year also, we saw there were questions on COVID-19, and this year also in distance they asked about vaccine, right? So know that who has developed which vaccine, like what is the vaccine given to children, right, and all those things. So who has developed this vaccine called Corbevax? Biological Limited, Serum Institute of India, Cadila, or Bharat Biotech? So these are, these are manufacturers of vaccines, right? So it is by Biological Limited, right? Bharat Biotech it for Covaxin, right? Serum Institute of India plus AstraZeneca. I mean that was not original. So Covaxin was the first original vaccine of India. Okay, so that is Covishield, and this is कुछ तो नाम है ZY, uh, some Zydoc or kind of thing. I'm not getting the exact name, but that is something, some name that starts with Z, right? ZYCOD or ZYDOC kind of name, that is by Cadila. Okay, Biological E Limited developed this Corbevax. All right. How many medals did India win in the Tokyo Paralympics 2020? So that was India's best performance at the Paralympics. And how much did India win? Zydus, yes, that is the name is Zydus. How many medals did India win in the Tokyo Paralympics? How many gold, silver, bronze? So that was the best performance of India. India won 5 gold, right, and 8 silver and 6 bronze, a total of 19 medals. Which state became the first in the country to supply water free of cost? First state to supply free of cost water. Sikkim, Uttarakhand, Goa, Tripura. So yes, Desai, you know all the answers, right? So it seems that you are very well prepared for it, right? Because you are getting almost all answers correct. Yes, the right answer is Goa. Okay, so do read about these such kind of news also, right? Whatever which state became the first in India to this, right? And that stuff. Orang National Park, which was previously known as Rajiv Gandhi National Park, is in which state? Yes, so that was Save Water, Get Free Water scheme. Correct. So this national park was Rajiv Gandhi National Park, and it was recently renamed, right? It was maybe asked news because it was recently renamed to Orang National Park. Where is this national park situated? Which state? Okay, the right answer. Most of you are giving the right answer. The right answer is Assam. Balkrishna Doshi, who recently won the 2022 Reba Royal Gold Medal, is a famous what? Architect, painter, scientist, or advocate? Balkrishna Doshi. Balakrishna Doshi. What is he? He won this Reba Royal Gold Medal, right? So Reba is basically a Royal Institute of British Architects. Okay, so that is given by the we won uh, this prize. So the famous architect, well-known architect from India. So Reba is Royal Institute of British Architects. Okay, so it's an institute for architects. Okay, as per Kantar's 2021 edition of its annual Brands at India report, which brand is India's most purposeful FMCG brand? Maggie, Tata Tea, Parachute, Surf Excel. So Kantar 2021 the list they had some brands at India report under which most purposeful there were three categories of this. Right, one was FMCG, one was technology, and one was non-FMCG. Right, so in technology, Amazon was the best brand. Okay, non-FMCG it was Asian Paints, and in FMCG it is Tata Tea. Tata Tea in FMCG, non-FMCG Asian Paints, and technology Amazon. Okay. Maitri Divas is a day observed between India and which other country? Maitri Divas. India, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Bangladesh, or Bhutan? So we had discussed this in our that marathon session as well. The weekly marathon that we have, I discussed this question. I discussed the date also. So Maitri Divas, it is uh, between India and Bangladesh, right? So it celebrated on 6th December. It was observed for the first time in 2021. Right, so 2021 was like famous for 50 years of Bangladesh. Right, so one important thing could be India-Bangladesh relations. Right, what are the rivers that flow? Sometimes there are some static questions that appear to be static, but maybe relevant with relevant with the current affairs as well. Right? Okay. Which fintech company launched the world's first merchant shareholding program for its merchant partners? Paytm, Cred, Zerodha, or BharatPe? Merchant shareholding program. Which company launched this world's first? So giving shareholding of the company to merchant partners. So it is BharatPe, not correct. BharatPe. Damon Galgut was awarded 2021 Booker Prize for his novel The Promise. He belongs to which country? Okay, so remember this is Booker Prize. That was Man Booker Prize. David Diop, Man Booker Prize. This is Booker Prize. The difference between the two. So Damon Galgut belongs to which country? Okay, many of you answering it correctly. Yes. The right answer is South Africa. South African writer. Right? For the book, the novel, The Promise. What is the name of India's first manned ocean mission? Samudrayatra, Sagarmanthan, Samudrayan, Sagarratnam. It was launched recently. What is its name? Okay, so most of you saying C, something. We got one response is B also. Okay, so seems that you know the answer, right? The right answer is Samudrayan. It was launched in Chennai. Okay, so if they ask the place, mention that. Launched in Chennai. Okay. Who won the women's singles title at the US Open 2021? I had taken this thing in the marathon as well, right? So it is Emma Raducanu of Great Britain, right? Or you can call it UK. Okay, so she became the first like non I would say that she was not in the main league, right? She was a qualifying player and became the first qualifying player ever to win this tournament. Not 21, she was just 18 that time. Now she is 19. Okay, she became the first player not playing in the main league, right? Your main players, there are some 104 players which directly go to the league. Then there are players who play qualifying round. So she was in that round, and then she managed to. RTS S/AS01, that is named as Mosquirix. Okay, and it is the first malaria vaccine of the world. This vaccine is developed by which? Yes, so she defeated Leila Fernandez. Mosquirix, it is I mean, the scientific name, this is the trade name, Mosquirix. It is the first malaria vaccine of the world. Who developed this vaccine? AstraZeneca, GSK, Janssen, or Pfizer? Mosquirix. You not heard of this? Okay, so you are answering, most of you are answering Pfizer. Pfizer is not correct. It is GSK, right? It was developed by GSK. GlaxoSmithKline. They developed it and approved by WHO, right? So, I mean, see, there are many people who develop vaccines for things, right? So, like if WHO approves them, then only they are considered as a like at a global stage, right? Because India also had developed vaccines for COVID, were not approved. Once WHO approves, that is considered that is right. So GSK developed it. Okay, so that was the quiz for the day, right? I hope you enjoyed the questions. All right, so this gives you an idea of what kind of questions you must be reading, right? So as Yash said that he is interested in reading different kind of steps, you must read like if we talk about the basic things. So what are the things that you must read in current affairs is, let us say, like some science and tech related news, like awards, international appointments, that could be corporate or government, right? Then you have business related news, what is happening in businesses, and some international affairs, similarly national affairs. Okay, list of firsts, right? Some first thing happening in India, or like some first thing happening globally. Okay, those things, things related to environment, right? Then some government schemes, etc., etc. So these are some broad. I mean, see, GK is very wide, right? So there is no end to it, right? You can get questions from anywhere, and in examinations you do get some very random questions, right? Which you do not expect. But at least if you read some of these things, you are covered on some fronts, right? So it's something like you. Uh, I mean, it's better to go with these things prepared so that you know that okay, इससे कुछ ना कुछ तो आ ही जाएगा, right? That kind of thing. Because any examination that you write, it has very random questions, right? Some questions definitely you will find that that you do not know that how to do this, right? Okay, so you can follow us on our Telegram channel, right? And as I told you, that series we have started today. So every day at 7 p.m. we shall have session. So today was on current affairs, right? So this you should not be just focusing here, jo class, I mean the ones that we take in sessions, right? Like this marathon or these kind of sessions. Those are not enough, right? Don't rely that is the only thing, right? You need to prepare on your own. That is just to for you to test your metal. That okay, how do you stand, right? Do you know many of most of the stuff? So, like it gives you a general idea. Right? Let's say if someone is reading regularly, would have been able to answer most of these questions, right? Or for some, it might be. So that gives you a general perception, right? See, questions can come from anything, right? Very random things, but this gives you an idea. Okay, you have to read about winners of different awards, and you need to read about like leaders of different countries, right? So that gives you that sort of idea. Okay. All right. So that is it for today's class. I hope you enjoyed it. Right. So please do like the session and thank you for watching it. And do watch our sessions daily at 7 p.m. Those are going to definitely help you. Right. So tomorrow we are going to have a session on innovation and entrepreneurship, and wherein I'll discuss some of the concepts and we'll take up some uh, kind of questions also for that section. Okay. So thank you. Have a great day. Goodbye.